Okay, come and help me out here. 1
Shelly,
second, miss.
now you go, right?
Oh. Miss, I don't know if you can see. The place kind of dark.
You see my face? You see my face? Shelly, you see the big grin on my face?
Are you see? It's kind of dark.
I'm seeing it. It looks good.
Can we scream with joy? It is so gorgeous.
Yes, it is. She's not seeing the smile on my face.
Yes, miss, I now seen your smile. Miss, I'm since 2 o'clock sewing.
Go, Shirley. Go, Shirley.
I am sleepy.
Wait, just now it's beautiful. Put it back. Wait. That looks good.
Thank you.
That looks good. That looks really, really good, Shellyan. Very good.
Thank you, miss.
Nice. Let me see, Krina. Great job, Shellyan. Great job.
Thank you.
Who's after Shelley? Krina.
Krina, yeah.
Krina. Right. Okay. And after Denise, Chabla will go. Krina?
Yes.
All right.
You saw it?
No.
Oh, just now. It was just now. I had to pop at the Brandy quiet. You seen it?
It come up. Wait, that's now. I have not seen it. Where is it? Where is it?
Spotlight.
No. Thanks. You use lace, Krina? What? That's not.
You seen it?
Yes, you use lace.
No, it's some kind of cloth. It's kind of heavy. My mom had, and she had some.
Oh, okay. The pattern light. So you see how you put it on the couch? It kind of fade into the couch. I'm not seeing it. All right. Okay. Let me see this side. Come back a little bit, Krina. All right. Everybody do pleats, Papa. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Very good, Krina.
So I use old curtains and cut it up to do the back.
So you upcycle. We call that upcycling.
Yes, I did.
Nice. Okay, let's see Denise. Denise?
Yes, miss, my camera on. I don't know. How come you're not seeing me?
That's not. Denise. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Okay. Nice. Yeah, boy. Wow. Very nice, Denise. Very neat and nice.
Didn't have no castle quiz.
Okay. Very good. Nice. Real good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else attempted it? Everybody do pleats, boy. Anybody else?
Nah.
How you doing, miss?
Sadie Justin.
Yes, miss.
Sadie, that looks good. Wow. Wow, and you got the pattern straight in the middle. You all seen how she got the pattern, the motive on the pattern straight in the middle? That's how you're supposed to do when you have a pattern like that. Make sure and make it drop in the middle. Great job, Sadie. Great job. Very nice. You all making me real proud today. Really nice, ladies. Great job, Sadie. Nicole Stephen. What?
Yes, miss, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Somebody else
I
behind.
did not do those features yet, but I did have some old work that I have to show you right now.
No problem.
Are you seeing me?
Nicole.
You
That's
see
now.
me at all?
That's now. I see that's now. Right. Okay.
Okay, this is my
Right. Go up a
This
little,
is my,
carry down the camera. Right. Okay. Nice. That's your towel sets. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's a cover set.
Very good.
This is my bathroom curtains.
Nice. Step back because the camera too close.
Okay. This is my toilet paper roll.
Nice. Good. Very good.
My bucket.
Hey, your bin, your waste
Yeah,
paper
my bin,
basket.
yes. I did my cushions.
All right.
Over here I have my kitchen curtain.
All right.
And I did the
That's the
frills
first one.
also.
Beautiful. That's good. That looks cute.
Yes.
That looks nice. Love your color combination.
Some curtain I cut up. How you call it?
Upcycle.
Upcycle. I did upcycle. With
Right.
my tabs. And I did my ruffles.
Ruffles. Proper, a real upcycle.
Yes, I did it.
Real upcycle. That looks good.
Yeah,
Nicole.
thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good. Nice. Great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice. Anybody else? It's 4:19.
No, they just,
Put down your hand, Nicole.
she have a question.
Cool.
I'll go ahead and just pick it up.
All right. So before we go on to today's work, did anybody have difficulties that they want me to go over before we start? Because today's window treatment is a little harder, a little more challenging. So anybody had difficulties that they want me to go over?
Yes. No.
Navila?
Hi, good
I see that.
afternoon, Miss.
Hi.
So this is like I'm pretty much new to sewing, right? So my major problem is after I bring the fabric home from the store, I have difficulties getting the straight. So even though I measure, you know, like when it comes from the store, sometimes it's cut at a slant. So that's my problem. How do I get it as straight as possible?
All right. So when I was doing sewing in school, they taught us a trick. Right. Okay. So this is brown cotton here. Everybody seeing me? Well, this one cut pretty straight. Okay. So who am I speaking to? Let me see. What's the problem?
It was Navila.
Navila, right. So let me cut this bad then. Just to show you, right? Let me cut it bad. Let me cut it kind of bad so I could show you. What they showed us in school is you pull a thread. Anybody else got that experience? You pull a thread, right? All right, so
yes, I do, miss. I do that also.
Right. So it cut kind of bad, right? So you started off straight. So Navila, what you do is you look for the straightest, and then you see here from here. From here, let me put it against me. From here, you see it kind of start to go bad.
Yes,
So you
I'm
pull
seeing
a thread, Navila, right?
Mm-hmm.
You pull one thread or two threads, and usually once you pull across, it gives you a straight line.
Okay.
Because fabric is made up of threads, right? I don't know if you're seeing. No,
Yes, I'm seeing it.
you're seeing it a bit?
I'm seeing it,
Right?
yeah.
It starts to give you a straight line that you can follow. Okay? Also, other than that too, you take your two selvage. Now your selvage is, you know, on your fabric, you have two ends that looks like this, or sometimes it looks frayed like this, right? You put them together, right? You put them together. I lift it up sometimes. You see how there's, all right, so if it's not straight, watch the bottom of the cloth, right? You see it pull, you see not pull there with twisted?
Yes.
Right, so what you do, you kind of edge both sides. You see the twist coming out? No? Right, you try and do that too.
Okay.
Until you get it smooth, right? Put it on the table. You get a ruler. Once you get it smooth like this, right, Navila? Right? That means it's straight. Okay? Make sure it's not like, let me show you how it's wrong. This is the wrong way, right? You see how it have belly?
Yes.
Right, so you adjust it until you see it, and it's smooth at the bottom there. You put it down, you get your ruler, and you mark your lines, or if you get a T-square, I don't know if you have access to that T-square, and you straighten it and then cut. All right?
All right. Thank you very much, Miss.
You're welcome. Anybody else with questions? Annie? Anne-Marie? Hi, Anne-Marie.
Hi, Miss. Good day. Good day, everybody. I just had one question about the tail from Tuesday. After you cut the swag from the fabric, the piece that you remain with, the open edge, what is the measurement? I put it on the camera. Like, this is where I cut the swag from. It's just a miniature version. Right, this is where I cut the swag from. In order to make the tail, what is the measurement?
All right, because you have it on a little paper there, all right, it depends on the window you're working with. You could do 36 or 40, it might be too wide. All right, if you're working with 60-inch with fabric, I suggest you do 30. So you can get it 2 one time. You can get the left and the right.
Okay, but like, so what, for the example that you did on Tuesday, where we had the swag itself being 24 by 10 by 18 inches. The tail itself is, the measurement I have is 28 by 10 by 25 inches. Right, which side exactly are these inches going on?
All right, so the 10 goes on the short side.
On this side here?
Yes.
Right.
The long side, and the 28 is the top.
28 is the top, and the other side is 25.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thanks very much.
If you put the 10 anywhere else, when time to get the 25 or the 28, you don't have spaces where your hand holding there. 28 or 20 can't fit there. So the only thing that can fit there is the 10.
10, right.
Yeah. Right?
10 here, 25 and 20, 25.
Yeah. 28 on top.
28 on top, right. I'll write that down on this bracket.
Right? Yes, you're welcome. I see 2 more hands up, try it.
Yeah.
Estra
Williams.
Estra Williams.
It's Esther.
Try it.
Okay. I just have a question concerning the material list. On the bed linens, you have 1 yard of thick fabric. Is that for the pillowcase?
On the bed linens?
Yeah. And you have 2 bags of chip foam. So is it that that's for the pillowcase or something?
And 2 bags of what?
Chip foam.
That's for the throw pillows. 1 yard thick fabric was for the throw pillows.
Okay, so 3 throw pillows.
3
right.
throw pillows. With the 1 yard?
Yes.
Right. The 2, you have to buy the chip foam. If you have pillows already, just use your pillows.
Okay.
I had to make up a material list, so I put stuff on the list.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Alicia Edwards. Alicia? I'll take Deirdre until Alicia come back, right?
Miss you here?
Alicia, who's on?
Oh Lord, I gone.
Alicia, you on?
Miss you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, Alicia.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Right, go ahead.
Okay, when I was doing the placemats, when I put in the buckram and I turn it over, I'm getting like a wave. I'm not getting a smooth finish. Am I cutting the buckram too exact?
You're getting a wave. Did you, all right, so what happens with buckram and press-on?
Yeah,
Right?
it's not lying down flat.
Right, so here's what happens, right? What happens most likely is that when you press on the buckram, it contracts, it goes in. And remember, the other one doesn't have buckram, so that is still bigger. So what you did, what everybody does, is try to put them back together, knowing that one shrinks and one is still the original size. So when you stitch it, it will give you that wobble. So what you probably could do when you put on the trim off any excess and then stitch it. So it's supposed to lie down flat. You make all already, or you just did one?
Okay, cool. I did one.
All right, so the rest of them,
I did one.
The buckram, check it and see if it's smaller than the next side. And if it is, just trim off the excess. Right, so the two will be the same now. Right?
Okay, thanks.
You're
okay,
welcome.
thanks.
Okay, Deirdre.
Good evening. Deirdre. With respect to the swag that Anne-Marie just showed you, is it top 24 or 28? I have 24 from last week and you mentioned 28 when you were talking to her.
It depends on how much fabric you have remain, right?
Okay, okay.
Or how much the paper, how much the paper is extra.
Okay.
Right? It could be 24 or the 28. Or how much ever you have extra. The wider you have, the more pleats, the deeper your pleat will be, the more pleats, more fabric you have to pleat.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
Nice. You're welcome. Now it's 4:30. I want to go on to today. But like I said, today's window treatment, it's a little harder. No, let me not use the word harder. It's a little more challenging to draft out. Now, you see, sometimes this is why I'm explaining to you all that I wanted to give you all simpler stuff that wouldn't give you too much problems. And you all were asking for, you know, the nice fancy ones, but the nice fancy ones are a little more challenging to draft out, okay? So I wanna make sure before I go on, does everybody understand the basic swag and tail?
Yes, miss.
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 So behind me is something called the pattern. P-E-Y-T-O-N. All right. Are you seeing any similarities to what we did last week? I mean Tuesday.
The tail?
That's a tail.
The
pleats on the side.
That's a swag, right? As a matter of fact, it has two swags. One, but there's something else.
A bell.
A bell or a horn, right? There's something else. So I showed you Tuesday, the basic swag and tail, which was this one that nobody did. Everybody did the one with the pleats. I'm going to show you how to take your swags and tail and turn it into something even more beautiful, okay? Right.
Okay.
Now this one, I'm going to try and go slow as possible, okay? Now, whatever we're doing, I'm going to do it for a 4-feet window. The people with larger windows, you just, I'll give you a measurement for that one too, right? But it's just a matter of dividing your window into 2. The tails are more or less universal. The horn or bell is universal, meaning that it could go with any size window. Again, the tail and the horn or bell in the middle. Apologies, the store is on a main road. The horn and tail is universal. The 2 swags is just a matter of dividing your window. Okay? So we're gonna go with the swags first. So the swags, finish? Yeah, right. The swags are more or less the same. I don't know if you see it against the white. It was showing better over there, but can't put it over there right now. So for a 4-feet window, you all have paper today too? Oh, I hope I told you all to bring paper today too.
Yes, miss.
Right. So,
Yes, miss.
So the first thing you're going to cut out, now bear in mind, anyway, I'll give you the 2 measurements, right? The first thing you're going to cut out is your swag. For the 4-feet window, I'm going with 50, okay? Because the extra on the either side, right? I'm going with 50. So half of 50 is 25. Yeah? For those with 6-feet windows, you can go with 37. 37 and 37 is 74. Yeah, you could go with 37, right? Okay, so the people with 4-feet windows, you could go with 25 for your swag, and those with 6-feet windows, you can go with 37. Okay? You're gonna fold your whole sheet of brown paper, but not your whole sheet of brown paper. You measure the 50 and fold it in half. So this is my 50. I'm folding it in half. Right? I'm going to draw the side pieces. I did this one, but I felt that this could have been a little more curved. I don't know if you all seen it. Let me put something behind so you can see it. I find it could have been a little more curved. What do you all think?
Yes,
I
miss.
think so.
Yes, it's
Yes,
allowed.
miss.
Nice. So it's a lot of maths. It's a lot of thinking, right? To do this. I saw somebody do it on YouTube and I watched the video. She's not speaking a word of English, but because I'm sewing long time, I can understand what she's doing. Okay? So the tail here. Oh, tuck it down. Oh. All right, let me show you how the now part of the tail has to join on here, right? Part of the tail. Right? This is the tail here. You're seeing it clear, Shai? Right? So the length of the side of the swag have to correspond with the side of the tail also. Okay? So here I used about 15. I find it too long. So I think I want to carry this up a little higher to probably, let's see. I think I want to use 13 instead. So All right, again, this is a fold, right? So we established we're using at the side of the swag, 13. Okay? So on the open side of the paper, because we already have 50 or the 75 or 74 inches here, right? We're folding it in half. This is 25 or 37, I said. Okay? Have it in half here, okay? On the open side, I'm going to measure down 13 inches. On the open side, I'm going to measure down 13 inches. And the fold, how long do I go on the folded part? Let me see if anybody remembers.
18.
Okay, 18 inches. Okay, so draw with me. Now this one, I've never done the peak with it. I kept it straight, right? So from the 13, let me write 13 here, and this one is 18. Just kind of curve, don't make a point. Okay, don't make a point like this one, like the one up here. Okay, that's curve. Again, apologies, I live on a, I live in the heart of point 14, right? Just make a curve. No point, okay? Everybody doing that with me? Those who don't have drawing paper, just, yes?
Could you start again? I don't understand from the beginning.
All right, if I start again and again, it is minutes to 5, right? And we have 3 parts of the thing to go. So we are dividing your window into 2. This is the 4 feet, so the 4 feet, you're dividing your window into 2, which will give me 25. Oh yes, I made a mistake, right? So this is 25 here. This is 25, not the 50, and nobody will correct me, boy. This is 25, right? This is half of the window here. You fold in your 25 into 2. I'm not telling you how much half of 25 is. On the open side is 13. The middle side is 18. Again, this is half of the window, which is 25 or 37. 25 or 37. You fold it into 2. On the open side, you measure down 13 inches, 1-3. And in the middle, you measure down 1-8. Because 18 is the length of valance should end. Okay? This is the length of valance should end. Okay? That's as far as I read so far. And you're taking your pencil and just drawing a curve. Nothing too deep, no points. Don't go down to a point. Just curve till you reach the 18. Okay? Everybody there with me so far?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Anybody not there with me? All right. Now on your paper, you're going to write cut 2. You're writing cut 2. So let me just draw the next side. Let me cut this out. I hope you all using your paper scissors and not your good fabric scissors, eh?
Excuse me, it says cut 2 or cut on 4?
Cut 2 pieces. We already fold it. It already folded.
Okay, okay. All right.
Right?
That's
So
good.
2 of this. I fold it so that we get in both sides the same.
Right.
Right? So
Okay.
this is what, you know, so you cut in 2 of this. And when you write cut 2 pattern, cut 2 plain. Now, let me also say that because of financial constraints for a lot of people, you can record this. I'm not forcing anybody to do this, because this takes material. It doesn't take a whole lot, but it takes material and time, okay? So cut 2 pattern, cut 2 plain, okay?
Miss excuse, cut to what pattern and cut to what plain? 2 pieces of paper?
Fabric.
Okay.
Fabric. 2 pieces of fabric. So, all right, you see how mine, watch. So this is the pattern. This is the plain. So this is 1 piece that we just cut. This is the other piece here. I hope you all can see. 1 piece here, 1 piece here, but it's lined.
All right. Now I understand now, Miss. Thanks. As you
Right.
show us it. I understand.
Right. Everything cut it in 2s except the bell or the horn. Okay? So that's the swag here. We just cut the swag. Going on to the tail. All right? Now you have to listen real carefully for this tail. Okay? Now for the tail, you want a nice long, you want when it drop, you want a nice long pole, right? Okay? Everybody seeing this one, yeah. Okay, you want a nice long tail. Remember we're doing this in miniature, and you're gonna take this and transfer this measurement to real fabric on your real brown paper in real size, okay? Nice. Now remember I told you, the side piece, the tail, has to be same length as here. It has to coincide, right? So then this side of the tail will be what length?
13 inches.
13 inches.
Nice. I like how you're working with gas. Like cooking with gas. Nice. And then the long side is the complete length is 27. So it will be, the complete length is 26. And when we add seam allowance, it's using 27. So just mark down for now 27 and 13 in a little corner, 27 and 13 plus, let me see, 1 inch. So how much you get in there? 41? Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Right. Remember that, right? 27, 13, and 1 inch. Make 41. Now we also have to find the belly, how wide. How wide? I have a paper. I keep measuring the fabric and I have a paper here. Find how wide. You all ever cut a flare scale before?
Miss?
Miss, no. Yes, miss.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
Well, you're going to learn a flare scale. In a, let me see. So we have 41, right? So you have your equation, how we added up and got 41, right? 27 plus 13 plus 1 equal 41, right? At the side of that, mark 18. Did I get 18? Yes, 18. No, 19. Put 1, 9. 19. Okay.
Miss excuse?
Yes?
So 27 plus 13 plus 1 is for the is for the tail, right? The measurement for the tail.
Yes. To draft out the tail.
To draft out the tail, okay.
Yes. I'll show you how we're going to use this. Write down just what I tell you. Mark 27, 13, and 1. Draw a line, mark 41. And then at the side of it, write 19, like mine here. You see, this is just a side, eh? When I was going to secondary school, and when I reached in Form 5, I was like, what all this maths is for, boy? You see, maths? Maths really, really important. Maths is coming to everything, cooking, sewing, you name it, maths, you need maths somehow. So on a paper, just like me, I wanted to write down this, right? And I'm going to show you what we're going to do now. Right. Now to cut a circle or a semicircle, we're gonna cut a semicircle flare. Right, so this is my paper here, right? I want my circle 19 inches, okay? 19 inches. So I'm gonna fold 19 and 19 is, no, but I need 41. All right, so the 41, you're gonna cut your paper 41 inches and fold in two. So I just pretending this is my 41. So you're cutting a paper 41. Right, for now, just cut a paper 41 and fold in two. Right? 41 and fold in two. In a straight now. Now, for those who don't know, to make a semicircle, this is like a midpoint here, right? Where you fold is a midpoint. I know the people who can't sew will have a kind of a hard time, but I will go over, okay? I'll go over it. So you're 41, you fold in two, right? And from the fold here, you're marking down 19 inches, right? 19 inches. 19 inches. And you make
19 inches is going on the folded edge, right?
Yes, watch. So this is the folded edge here. You're measuring 19, and let me hold it straight. 19, this is the top, 19 inches going down. Right?
Okay.
This is the top, this is the fold, this is the bend here. 19 inches. Right? And you're curving. The thing is, there's no ruler to give you a perfect curve. You have to draw it for yourself.
Could we see what you're doing?
Oh, sorry. I was going to show you after. So this is the 19. This is the fold. This is the fold here. This is the 19 from top to bottom. And a curve coming back up to here. You know, for a flare skate, all right, if I'm showing it next side, for a flare skate, we'll have curve from here to here. Right? For a semi-flare, we'll have curve from here to here, right? We're going back to the 41. We're going back instead to the 41. All right, this is the fold. This is the fold again. And we're curving, going up to the 41. All right, I'll wait until you all do it to move on. Ouch. Again.
Question, please. Yes. So, question, right. So the fold, you carry down in the fold 19. 19. You mark it off, right? And you're taking and you're carrying that circle to the top of the opening. Is that the opening up there?
Yes, because we done use fold. So you're dealing with the opening now. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Let me cut it out now. This took me a while to master this pattern. And I'm sewing how much years now, right? So this is what it's going to look like. So this is 19, but the whole thing is 41. Okay, I could go on. If you're not understanding, tell me no before I go on, because it's going to get more and more complicated. And I'm hoping that even though you don't have fabric, please tell me you have a piece of paper that you can do it. You see, you don't have to do it. I'm not going to rush you to do it now. You can do it next year. At least you have an idea on how to do a pattern balance. So at least tell me you have a piece of paper and a pencil to try this out on a small piece of paper. Charlie, how you going? I know you just have your little paper doing your stuff.
Good, miss. I drafting it out.
Right. Okay, so again, 19 down. We'll start out first with your 41. You fold it in half. And on the fold, on the bend, bend it down from the top, 19 inches. From the 19 inches, you make a curve straight up to the end of the 40, well, the end of the paper, right? Right, this is what it's supposed to look like. I'm not moving until everybody tell me they're okay. What time is it? 8 minutes to the hour. Come on, we have an hour still. Shanice Lord, yes?
Hi, Miss. When you were given the measurements, 27, 13, and 1, my internet kind of disconnected, so I didn't hear. I'm following it. I'm following up to this point, but I just didn't know how you got the 27, the 13, and the 1, where those measurements came from. But I was on the video.
No, let me just think. What? So, what? The 13 was this space here. Remember on this one?
Mm-hmm.
13?
Right, yes, it has to correspond with the length of the, right, I got that, right.
So, and then the longer side, when I did it,
You got how much? Sorry?
27.
Right, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's how I got the 27 is the long side, 13 is the short side.
Right, okay.
1 inch is to create a pleat.
To create pleats.
1, 13, and 1, 41.
Right, okay. And I'll get that, right.
Right, and 19.
Mm-hmm.
The circumference have to be.
The circumference of that, okay.
Right? So I took the 19, I took the 41. I had a paper measure 41 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I got the 19 here, and 19, I make a curve up to here.
Up to the 41 mark. Well, yeah.
And when I open it up, this is what I get.
Okay, right. I got up to that part. It's just the measurements. I wasn't sure over the 27, 13, and 1 what they represented now.
Right. Okay. Deidre.
Is this what it is you're looking for?
Let me see. Go back. Come down. Yes. Go back a little bit. Put it to your face. Pull it back. Go down. Right there. Yes, more or less. Mine a little flatter, but when you do it in real size, you get the proper measurements, right?
Okay.
Nice. So, going on, right? That's something else to add to this. I could go on. Any other questions? Okay, right. So, all right. On one end, you choose whichever end.
Miss, excuse.
Yes?
Miss, all I see is your logo right now.
No, look for Shahid. Look for Shahid, not me. Don't look for me. Look for Shahid Doyle.
Okay, I don't get it.
Somebody's hand up.
No, that's an error.
All right, okay, nice. Right. Okay, we're going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. So on any end that you choose, measure the 13 and put a mark. On any end that you choose, mark 13 inside and put a mark. So I am just averaging at 13 here. All right, I'm just averaging. Remember, this is a mini paper, right? From the end of any side that you choose, measure in 13 inches. You can't measure it so anywhere. So don't ask me which side. You're measuring it from the end, 13 inches in. Okay? Then from the 13, measure 1 inch. Nice. Okay? Again, from the end, any end you choose, measuring 13 and then the 1 inch. Now, when you do that, you're supposed to have 13 here, 1 inch, and the 27. Again, when you do this, you're supposed to have the 13 inches, 1 inch, and the rest supposed to be 27 inches here. Okay? Anybody have questions with that?
Okay. Okay. So 13 and 114 and this remainder here. Right. Okay.
Then somebody adding the 13 to the 13 and adding 1 to make it 14.
Well, same thing. But I want you to mark the 1 inch space. You see, just how I did it here, I wanted to mark the 1 inch space because we have something to do with this space. I didn't mention a word 14. I never said 14. I said 13, the 1, and 27. See what Miss said.
So, Miss, excuse, that would be the original numbers that we started off with. That's really what we should ideally have when we're doing it on the actual to scale.
Yes.
Coming back to the digits, we added up first to get to the 41.
27, 13, and
27, 13, and 1. Excellent. Great.
Right. Right? And then this is the color here. He was 25 or 37. Actual size. So if you want, you can mark that on it. Mark a 25. Let me show you how I would mark it. This is how I would mark it.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the first piece, right?
Yeah. So when
Everybody
you open this.
Question, Miss. It's not supposed to be 50 when it open out?
No, it's supposed to be. There's 2 of this. You're cutting 2 pieces.
Oh.
Watch. 1, 2. 1, 2. Right? Yeah?
Yes, Miss, yes.
Right. So this is how I would cut it. This is how I would mark it, sorry, on my minute here. For those who have bigger windows, you could change this number to 37. At the side here, we said, where's my pencil? At the side, it's 13. Oh, yes, I marked it already. At the side, I put a 13. Tina? Right.
Good afternoon, Miss.
Good afternoon. Hi.
Sorry, I came in late, but I didn't see how we cut that one.
Wow, you want to go for on the what you call it, you know?
On the video. Thank you.
Let me see if I can finish quick because we have another piece to draft. Let me see if I can finish quick before 5:30 and we'll go over. Okay? So back to this now. Back to this one, people. You see the 1 inch space? You fold in. Just a little fold. And you're creating a 1 inch semicircle. Like the waist, like what will be the waist? Like if you were cutting a skirt. You see now? The 1 inch. All right, so this is the space. The 13 and the 1 inch. You fold that in 2. Make sure the points meet. Make sure the 2 points meet. And we're creating a little, like a little waist. There's the waist here. Right? Like when you're doing a flare skirt, for those who ever do a flare skirt, it does look like that. Right? Again, the 13 and the 1. You see why I told you don't call it 14, the 13 and the 1, kiss them together and create, all right, so you measure down here 1 inch also, and let's create a little curve. You can cut it out.
Come now, Ginger.
Ginger, make it. Ginger, mommy, pick up the mic.
Oh my God. Move yourself.
All right, so this is what I got.
Come, get down.
I don't know who ginger, mommy dog, ginger dog. All right, so this is what you got. And I think what I'm going to do is just make you cut your pieces and sew it up, because this is a lot of work. I would not be able to explain this in one day, right? You just cut your pieces and mount them up. And on Tuesday, God's spare, once there's no activity for you all to be doing, I'll show you all these steps. There's a lot of things to do in that 7-week boy. All right, everybody reach here?
Yes.
All right, so the 41, I'm starting over this piece because it's now 5 o'clock, 5:03. 41, fold in half, 19, make a curve up, cut it out. On the 41, you mark 13, then 1, and the balance is supposed to be 27. From there, you fold the 13 and the 1, measure down 1, create your little waist looking curve, and cut it out to give you this.
So we measuring down 1 inch right there, right?
Yes, right here. So, oh gosh, I'll show you the paper, boy. Ooh, but the little piece of paper disappeared.
The piece we cutting out is 1 inch.
Yes, because the space between 13 and 1 is?
Yes, the 1 inch, but how deep we go in with the cut?
1 inch.
Good.
Right, Charlene, yeah?
Miss, that is like 1 inch down? Like how much? Okay.
Right, so this is a piece, let me see if I can find him here. This is a piece that was here. Remember we had 1 inch and 1 inch, right? No, it would be half inch, you know. Anyway, leave it at 1 inch. Okay, it will be half inch, you know, yeah. I tell all it is maths, you know. It will be half inch, because if you fold this here, you get half inch, yeah, sorry, half inch. Half inch, y'all. If you fold this here, watch. This is 13 and this is the 1. If you fold this here, you're getting half inch. My apologies, right? So it'll be half inch down to create this here, okay? Nice. Now let me show you what this does. This creates your tail. Shahid, you might have to come and just tilt the camera down because they're going to ask me what I did, right? Yeah. All right, so what I did was crease my pleats, right? Just like how you pleated the side, this one pleating, because this is paper, it will give you a little trouble, right? With the fabric, it will sit down here.
Let's take it from the camera a bit, please. I'm barely seeing anything.
Right. Okay. So again, the long side, you're pleating on the long side. Different from the one Tuesday, you know, it was pleating going out, this one pleating one on top of the other. It has to pleat on top each other. Right.
So when you start to pleat, you're starting to pleat it from the inside, folding on the inside or folding from the outside? Folding the pleat on the inside first.
You can bring down your hand a bit, please.
If I'm going towards the left. No, you're pulling to the outside.
But does it matter which side it folds to?
Of course, because you wouldn't see the lining. You remember Tuesday, you have to fold it a specific way so you can get to see the lining.
Miss, can you do that one more time?
All right, just now, let me finish fold it. Just now, let me finish fold it neat. Right, because it's supposed to lie one on top of the other. All right. Now, don't study me. I am just trimming because clearly I did not have the proper measurement. It's supposed to lie one on top of the other so you can see. Right? This is how it's supposed to look. All right, so I'm opening it back. Okay? You're pleating on the neck or the waistline here, you're pleating on the neck. Right? Right? And it's supposed to stand like this when you're done. Okay? I'll go over again. Go over again. Now on your paper, you're marking cut 2. Hi, Simone.
Good afternoon. How do you decide how many pleats? Because you pleated and you got about 10 pleats. How do you decide how wide the pleats will be? And I think I got probably 8 pleats in my own. Is there a standard number of pleats?
It depends on how you fold it. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, we work with paper. So when you get to this, it might be even different. Right? It might be even different.
And I suppose if the fabric has a pattern and you want to show it off, you will adjust the pleats to suit.
Yeah. Okay? You make sure, like what I did, I think I started from the back. And when I reach here, I know, okay, the thing about the pattern, when I did this the first time, this gave me real trouble, right? I got one side to sit down and the other side wouldn't behave. Okay? That's the first time I did it. So what I end up doing, even though I pleated down this here, and you need to do this closer ironing board, right? You need to do this closer ironing board. When you pleat, I wanted like a cone-like effect. So I even went further to make this a little more hollow, because the plan was to stuff it with something so this stays out, you know, like a cone. So this is paper we're working with. So let's see. You will have to see how the fabric works. And again, like you said, with the pattern, how it works. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice. Everybody understand the 2 pieces so far? We have the horn or the bell to do. Piece number 1. Remember, you're cutting 2 pattern and 2 plain. This one also you're cutting 2 pattern, 2 plain. Write it on your pattern, write it on your paper. Cut 2 pattern, cut 2 plain. Right? That's because you have a tail on one side, you have a tail on the other side. Now, I wonder if I should tell you all this, boy. I had a client I did it for, and her window was a little too small to divide into 2. So we did just 1 piece. So like her window was like a 3 feet. So we just did 1 piece. So she didn't get the horn. Okay? She didn't get the horn in the middle. She just got 1 piece and the 2 tails. Okay? So if you have a neat, cute, like some people, I have this experience. Some people's kitchen, I have a few clients, they have 3 different windows. I don't know how the builder built it, but they have 3 different windows. 1 small, 1 really big, and 1 4 feet, right? So like if I'm doing this for my clients, I don't do 1 with the 37, 1 with the 25, and 1 just single. All right, so that's an option too. If you have a small window, you just do 1 piece. But of course, the 1 piece will be the whole width of the window. Everybody understand that so far, right? I'll just a little extra information there, okay?
Miss, excuse.
Yes, yeah.
I'm putting on my video. This is basically how it's supposed to be here.
Your hand, go more to the left or wherever. Your hand, yes, basically.
All right.
Yes. You went down deep. You went down a little deep with your with your swag, right? When
Yeah.
You'll get it proper. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, miss.
Nice. Basically it. All right, one more.
Excuse me.
Miss, excuse.
Uh-huh.
You can fold it over, please.
Which one?
The tail.
Fold it over. All right. So this is the tail. All right, this way. I had it. The tail downward, the longer part of the tail downward, and we fold in. Okay? I am doing plenty pleats. You may not end up with so many pleats. All right? This is paper. The fabric might be less. Okay? Let me see if I can hold it. This is, all right? And of course, the fabric wouldn't kick out like this. It's only kicking out because it's paper, right? It wouldn't kick out like this. The paper would lie down. Or if it's giving trouble, because like this one, I had to pin it inside. For display, I pin it inside to keep it. Or like I said, you had to press it down so that it stay nice and soft. Okay? Right. Can we go on to the third piece? Padmini, yes, there. Raise it up a little higher. Go up a little higher. Right, man. All you understand this thing, man. That's it. But you're going in front, eh, Padmini? You're coming in front. Watch. You're coming in front. Right? Don't put this in this window treatment, the showstopper are the tails. This is the backstage crew. This is the showstopper here. This is the showstopper, all right? But good job. That's it there. Yeah, that's it.
Miss,
That's
can you
right.
fold it one more time, please?
Hello, go make me cry, you know. Dion, Fortune, Alexis. I've never heard Dion before.
Hi, Miss. Just a quick question. I'm seeing people putting up they're putting it up with the ideal side attached to the main part of it. I'm just trying to fully grasp how am I attaching the main part to the tail. I know it would be at the
Wait, don't go there.
Don't go there
no.
yet. Okay, good, wonderful, right, good.
No, next
nice.
week. Trust me, the ones
Okay.
that come yourself, and don't try to do anything over the weekend. Wait until next week.
So I can go ahead and do it separately in terms of sewing it and lining separate.
So let me go over the third piece, and then I'll tell you all what to do. Okay?
Okay, good. Nice. Thank you.
All right. So we're getting a piece of paper with a corner. Right? And we're gonna, lots of folding here. I feel drapery is easy work, eh? I really feel drapery is easy work. Okay, let me measure. So the longest part of the horn will have to be what length?
18. 18. No?
13.
13.
13 inches. 13
inches. Nice. So let's cook him with gas. Right. So 13. So we're going to create a kind of a flare with 13 inches, right? So again, this is a miniature. So you're going to measure. All right. So a corner. Again, a corner of a paper. Right? You're folding a corner of a paper. You folded it. So you're getting like a triangle something. See that shape? Because it's a corner. Going slow. And you're going to measure, what we just said, 13. Make it 14, right? because we have to stitch and stuff, right? 14 inches, and you're creating from here 14 inches, from there 14 inches. So it's supposed to be curved all around 14 inches. So let me draw it and then I'll show you, right? Right, it's supposed to look like this, okay? Well, more in proportion, right? This side looking a little lower than the next side, right? So it's supposed to be in proportion, okay? Let me see if I can do it with the little measuring tape I have here. 6 inches, I using, don't study what I say now. Use my measuring tape here so I could get a correct reading when I cut, right? And you're cutting out that curve, right? So you're supposed to get a cone, right? You're supposed to get a cone. If I put this like this and squeeze it, you're getting a cone. See that? Yeah? Again, you get in a corner. You get in a corner. You fold it in two. Right? And you measure down 14 inches because you need similar ones. 14 inches and you create a curve. And you're supposed to get this. Right? You see it's not straight, it's curved at the bottom. Nice. Now here now, we're going to do the same thing that we did on the tail and cut a curve here. And all you're going to ask me so much measurements, eh? The 1/2 inch. Okay, you're gonna create this little neck here. Okay, you see that? Nice. Now, the first time I did this pattern, when I put it on the curtain, I find I wasn't seeing the lining. And if you notice this one here, you're seeing piece of the lining, right? So this was the second one actually I did. And I changed, ooh, it's hot. I changed the way here look. So you're going to take your pencil and let me see, we're working with 14, let's say 10 inches down. You're going to put a mark. Just now I'll show you, right? Bear with me, okay? All right. I'm not going to cut it out yet. So let me turn it this way. All right. So this is the little corner part I cut out on top here. And to show, did I do this correct? Yes, I did it correct. On the fold, this is firstly on the fold. All right. So let me see if I can draw it on the other side too. Did I get it correct? This is just to show, you know, you want the little petticoat to show underneath, you know? So you want to draw this, right? Everybody seeing that? Everybody understand how I got it? So I'm folding it back. And when you fold it in half, this is what it looks like. This is the folded part. This is the opening here, right? Measure down 10 inches and curve, right? And I'm going to cut it off. Right? And it's supposed to look like this. Let me hold it on top so you can see. Of course, everything will be in bigger sizes. Over the weekend, this is all I wanted to do. Do it in bigger sizes and cut it on fabric. Any questions? And this is your third piece. It's 5:21. I still have time. I can explain what you're going to do. Like on this one.
Sorry, mind if I see the piece that you cut off? I just want to see how much. Well, not much, all right.
You remember this mini, yeah? There's a mini.
All right, thanks.
right? So what I did, watch for the actual size. Remember, this was 13, 14. Measure from the top, 10, and cut off the curve, right? Measure down 10 and cut the curve, okay? Right. So we have the horn. Don't try to figure out how to sew it yet. I'll tell you all in a little bit. So the horn goes round like this. I press down mine to make a pleat. You don't have to press it down. And I think you could get cotton to stuff it when we're done. Right? It's supposed to be like an ice cream cone or like the waffle cone. Right? It's supposed to look like a waffle cone. Okay? Right. Right. So we have, right, let me get rid of all these pieces here. We have piece number 1, piece number 2, and piece number 3. Now, when you're marking on this, you put in cut how many?
1 pattern, 1 plain.
1 pattern, 1 plain.
Yeah. That's correct. 1 pattern, 1 plain. Margaret Duke, go ahead.
Hi, miss. How wide the horn supposed to be?
How wide? Okay, so I don't know. To answer your question, once you use a corner, right? You measure down 14 by 14. You measure how much here is at the end. But you're going with the length here, the length will create the width. Again, let me explain this. Once you're using a corner, you get your corner paper pattern. Once you fold here and you measure down 14 inches and do the curve like I showed you, that is the width you will get. Right? I don't know. I really don't know. Where my piece?
Okay, so
this is what my actual horn piece looks like. See, looking just like it.
Okay, so maybe a 14-inch square could work.
Miss, you know, it doesn't matter because a corner is a corner no matter what piece of fabric you cut it from. It would form a 90-degree angle. So it wouldn't make a difference at all. It would be a 90-degree angle no matter what fabric you use. 90 degrees won't change. Right. If you start at the corner as you explained.
Thank you. Who was that mathematician there?
Diane.
Nice. Thank you, Dion. Is what I tell you, maths important to everything. I hated maths in Form 5, and look at me now. I have to use the same maths. All right, so 90-degree angle. Once you use a corner to the person, Margaret, who was asking, once you use a, yeah, boy, a 90-degree, yeah, boy. No, but she was asking Dion how wide it's supposed to be here. That will be what?
That will be the 14-inch. Give me. We won't need to calculate that because it would still remain the same. Angles are measured in the corner, so you don't ever measure the outer part of an angle.
So Miss, it will be like 28. If it's 14, we measure it down and then you cut it.
Oh, wrong match. No. That was said, don't go into that now. There's a 90-degree angle.
13.
Miss, just now we're gonna be doing algebra.
Yeah, don't go into that now. Just use the corner. Listen, just use the corner. Measure down 14. Measure down 14. Make a curve here. Voila, horn or bell. Don't study how wide this has to be. Use a corner, please. Okay? Nice. You're cutting 1. You're marking. You're putting measurement on the horn. Cut 1. Cut 1 pattern. 1 plain. Right. So we have 3 pieces to work with, right? Nice. Let me take this time now, 5:26, to explain what you're doing over the weekend and only what you're doing over the weekend. Okay? You're cutting? Tell me. Somebody.
pattern,
Two
two plain.
pattern,
Pattern to play.
Two plain.
To plain.
Are you
two swag.
Are you leaving seam allowance?
Yes.
No
No.
cut and
No,
flush.
tell us anything about seam allowance?
Nice. So you're not leaving seam allowance. Anytime you put seam allowance on this pattern, it's going to be bigger. Again, anytime you put seam allowance on the pattern, it's going to be bigger. And this pattern is supposed to sit flat. I forgot something and you all remind me. What I forgot?
Rod pocket.
Header.
The header.
Your header, rod pocket, same thing, right? So your rod pocket will be how long you feel. A little max me now.
It will be the length of your from hook to hook. So if it's a 4-foot window, it'll be 48 inches in length. In width, sorry.
Missy told us 50 because
Oh, 50, right, yeah, 50.
And so forth. By how much?
4 inches.
The big rod or somebody has a big rod. Thank you. All right, so it's actually 5 pieces you have to get, but you don't need a pattern for this, right? These are more important. This is cut straightforward, right? Nice. So whether it's tonight, I'm gonna start talking hypothetically. Whether it's tonight, tomorrow, or whatever, or next year, or whenever, I'm just explaining. All right, again, let me make this clear. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. I'm showing you different window treatments that are on the syllabus, okay? Nice. Whenever you decide to cut your pieces, you have your 2 pattern and your 2 plain, your 2 pattern and your 2 plain, your 2 pattern and your 2 plain.
1 plain, 1 pattern.
No, one pattern.
Let's check in to make sure that they're with me, right? And my 1 pattern, 1 plain.
One piece.
One pattern, one pattern.
One pattern.
One pattern.
One pattern, one piece.
Nice. So when you cut the 2 pieces, for homework, all I want you to do, I'm going to put it on the back side of the pattern so that it is clear. When you cut out your pieces, that is the only place you're stitching. Everybody see that?
Yes, miss.
Right. Now, because here curve, what you have to do when you're done stitching?
It notches around it.
That's the clip on.
Yeah, folding.
It's trim the sides.
Oh, okay.
You're folding your fabric just like this here. Don't cut your thread. Right? Like this. All around. You turn over and you
press.
Thank you. Nice. This gentleman here, you're doing, let me show you where you're pressing, where you're stitching, sorry. Ow. All right, this one a little. You all seen it?
Yes, miss.
Did
Yes,
I put stitch line where my hands are?
No, miss.
Nice. Only at the bottom curve. And again, you're taking your scissors on the wrong, this is on the wrong side, eh? Well, I hope that's obvious, you know. On the wrong side, you're clipping, 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 whoops, clipping. Here, you can, nah, that's clip, right? And it's supposed to look like this. You turn over and
press.
Right, so there's 4 pieces here so far. 2 of this to turn over and press. 2 of this to turn over and press, right? Right, Mr. Horn.
pattern on one side, plain behind, and I don't want to cover the pattern back because it's nice. Can I use it too?
You mean online?
That was and
somebody wants to know if basically if the front have a pattern and the back have a pattern, and you don't want to cover up the back pattern. If to line it. Go behind the door and you see a yellow, blue, and green curtain. Behind the door, go around the table, go around the table. Hey, go around the table. Sorry, ladies. All right, so I don't want to tell you no, I don't want to tell you yes. They have a yellow, green, and blue curtain on it. Yes, that's right. So the first one I did, I told you I saw this on YouTube. And I saw the young lady did it. This is actually the first one I did. Oh gosh. Yeah. This is the first one I did, right? Y'all bear with me. It didn't iron because I wasn't expecting that question, but then I should have expected wonderful questions from you all because you all are, always curious and stuff and you're asking intelligent questions. So this was the first one actually, right? This was the first one I did actually. And just to practice. And when I was finished, the person who asked the question, I felt that it looked cheap. It felt cheap. It didn't look rich. It didn't feel rich. So I did it over in the pink, in this one. It gave it a little more body. And it looked a little more, because you was able to see. Right now, you're saying if the pattern in the back, is the front and the back of a pattern. Yeah, but you see, all right, so when time to hem, it could probably work, where it wouldn't look too neat. You see, when time for this part here, you'll have to hem it down, right? Because there's nothing hiding the raw edge. When this is full now, you're going to see the hem. Right? So I'm not going to tell you yes, I'm not going to tell you no. Right? All I'm saying is, when time for this to pleat, you're going to see the raw edges under. All right? If you do it for yourself, I guess you can. Right? I guess you can.
Miss, but in a case like that, how you did that there with the pattern in the front and the back, it wouldn't give it the beauty, you wouldn't see the beauty of the folds.
You mean in the pink?
No, like this one that you have in the background, the blue and
the thing she did was pipe it, so I pipe it with the blue, you see the blue? So I guess it to make it, so she did a black and white, checkered, and she put black pipe in. She didn't line anything. So like you said, so all you saw here was the black going like a S coming down. So I don't want to discourage you because maybe you don't have, I don't want to discourage you. If you can figure out a way to get it to look neat, you could go ahead to the person who asked the question, right? But I prefer you line your stuff. If you don't want to use porcelain or you don't have access to porcelain, you can use cotton. Again, yes, Simone?
Miss, I think the person probably has those reversible fabrics where one side is more black and white and the other side is more white than black. So when you fold it, you will end up seeing the other side as the contrast. And she could pipe it just as you did. I think that's what she can do. If she doesn't want to use two fabrics.
That's the only solution because once you hem this, that's gonna look, I don't like how that's gonna look.
Yeah, we'll have to pipe for it to look neat.
But can you see the wrong side of this too?
Yes, no. The person has a pretty side, like it has some fabric. You love the wrong side, but you know that is not the wrong side. It's just as pretty as the right side. Okay. Right? It has some fabric like that. So what I'm saying is the only problem I'm foreseeing is the hem. Is the hem here. That's the only problem I'm foreseeing. Here you can get away because it's hem under. Here you hem under. But this one, you notice, like I told you, I didn't cut up. If you cut up and all too, she will get to see the reverse, you know. But again, is here, the neatening, you know. But work it out and see everything, every fault is a fashion, you know. Right. What time is it? Kelly, you'll have trouble with the fold because it's paper you're trying to fold. When you go on the fabric, it will fold better. Trust me. Charlene, yes, Charlene?
Miss, can I show you mine? The paper?
Yes, let me see. Yeah, let me see now. And anybody who want to show me, look, look, Charlene, be yourself, huh? That looks so cute already. Yes,
Miss,
that's
this
it.
is a little pattern that
No, but okay, the only thing, Charlene, put the pleats to the side in front.
Oh, okay. Okay, so how I stick it? I think I stick it in the backward.
That one on that side, pull it. Oh, okay, right. I'm now seeing it short one. Yeah. Right, it has to come to the front. Okay?
Okay.
Nice. Right? Now, I wanted the people, anybody figure out how to join that? Simone, you feel you know how to join up that? How to join the people?
No way, sorry. I'm not even sure if I folded it right. I'm scared. It just seems like it's going all over. No thanks. I don't know how, I don't have that experience.
Anybody? Claudia? I'm not hearing you.
I'm halfway there.
On paper?
Putting two sides together?
Yes. I'm halfway
Okay.
there.
Nice. Very good. You sure it look better? I find it look better with the higher curve. Or you find it look better with the higher curve?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. I wonder if I have time to tell you how to. All right. So I told you where you're stitching, right? You're turning over. You have to. Wow. Next week, I'll tell you how to pipe next week. Okay. That's not. Hold on, people. Yes. Afternoon for those who register for the small entrepreneur. Oh, that's in. Oh, okay. That's not for me. Right. Okay. You're checking messages, right? Okay. So you hem this turnover. You hem this turnover, right? Nobody don't know how to figure out how to put this on yet? Everybody frightened? Okay, let me. I was frightened too. Shanice.
Now, so I think I have an idea. You see where you fold the 3 pleats? You see the 13-inch mark on the kind of flare skirt where you measure the 13 and the 1 inch. I think that 13-inch has to attach to the side of the swag. Because I now play around with mine and I kind of see how it's supposed to fold. So kind of, yeah.
Right. Yes, you're kind of correct. So, all right. So, you have your 2 pieces, right? So you stitch here. You stitch here, right? Right? You open out here. Remember, this now becomes 13 and 13, right? You take in your 13 side. You'll have 2 13 and 13 here. And you put middle. Oh, I can't show you this on paper. This has to show on fabric. You take in.
Let's leave that for another day.
Please, Miss. Yes, Tuesday.
Leave
Yes,
that
please.
for another day.
Miss, I think I have an idea.
Okay. Oh Lord, it's easy, you know, but I know for first time people, it will give her the trouble. You have to open this out, and you have to open out this one, and you put it, you put it in between and stitching it. So that when it closes, this ends up inside here. right? So that this could pleat down at the side of it.
Yeah, miss. Yeah, miss. I understand.
Yeah, man.
No, seriously, miss. Yeah.
The horn, you remember we open out too, you open it out and you put it in between. And then make him laugh. You put it in between and stitch it down and then fold it back up.
All right, leave the horn for the next day. I
Okay,
think
all
we
right.
have enough information to process for the tail there. So one at a time.
Drop your pattern, stitch up where I showed you to stitch up. Remember, only on the curves, only on the curve, only on the curve, right? Only on the curve.
Mr. Excuse.
Yeah.
How much fabric?
Whew. I use sheeted. I never use this 60-inch width fabric.
If it's 60 inches width.
If you're using 60-inch width, try 3 yards.
So it will be 3 by 3.
Yes. I think I put 3 by 3 on your material list, you know. 3 by 3.
Okay then, thank you very much.
Okay. If it's sheeting, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, but I use sheeting in front. You all know this is sheeting, right?
Yes, miss.
But I use to the back. Because I just find forces will give you a nice rich and shiny that looking at. Right, so I used sheeting in front. I got a nice pattern, but I want to believe that 3 yards will be enough. But when you place in your pattern, don't just cut all willy-nilly, yeah? Get it on the floor or something. For the people who doing 4 feet, for the people who doing wider, you might need more than 3 yards, huh? Because this is 37. The people who using 4 feet, when you fold your 60 inches, remember you're getting 30, well not 60 inches. When you fold your 54, you're getting 27. So you can afford to get the 2 one time. You understand what I said? When you fold your, paper, when you fold your 60 inches, you're supposed to get 2 of this one time. Okay? And then, so let me turn this down a little bit. All right, so let's say, right, let me come up a little bit. This is this piece. You put this down on the end of the fabric, folded, right? You put this one either on the end, right? And then the horn could come here. Let me see if I can work this out. This is 41, and this is 20. Let me say 20, 41, 20, that is 60 inches. Nah, man, about 2 yards, 2.5 yards. The mathematicians in class, this is 41. The longest end is 41, right? This distance here is, we said 18, 19, 19. Let's call it 20. 41 and 20 is 60. That's 2 yards there, man. You all understand how we're getting 2 yards?
Yes, miss.
Right, so 3 yards is too much. 3 yards could probably work for the people with the 7-foot window. Again, 60 inches wide, you fold it in 2 this way. Right? You put down this piece here, you cut it, you pin it. This is supposed to give you 20 inches here. This is 41. 20 and 41 is only 60 inches. So 2 yards, 2 yards here will give, but only giving you 1 though, eh? Only giving you 1 balance. Okay? You try and see if you can get, now the horn can get away by turning here, and you can see if you can get your rod pocket here. Somebody mic on, okay? You all see how I turn this here? It could go on an angle if you want it.
Boy, you might start that real tight. I see she plait your hair already, and it was like, wow.
Okay, and you have all this here for rod pockets. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, 2 yards. Charlene,
Miss, so the 2 yards will give you like 72 inches. So you'll have like 12 inches extra.
Yeah.
Okay.
For your rod pocket, you can use it for your rod pocket here, or
Yeah.
see if you get it here. You might have to join here, but you can see if you can get your 12, yeah, your rod pocket here. And look, you still have all this here remaining. Right? So 2 yards giving you 1 balance. Okay, I'm glad we calculated it.
So
All
Miss,
right.
2 yards are plain and 2 yards are pattern.
Yeah, now calculate it here because watch how I put it down. I hope you're seeing the mic there, right? So you're folding the fabric. It comes folded already, right? You fold your fabric. You put down this piece first at the bottom. It's only 20 inches it taken by 25. If you fold the fabric in 2, you're getting 27 inches, right? So you still have a little 2-inch here. You put this down, and then right next to it, you put the tail here, which is 41 inches. 20 and 41 is only 61 inches. So you have about 10 inches here still. And you can fit in your tail right here. It's only 1 tail you need. Right? Everybody understand that? So 2 yards is enough. Scratch 3 yards, 2 yards is enough. And like Charlene said, you still have 10 to 12 inches here to do your rod pocket. Okay?
Miss, what's the name of this swag?
Peyton, P-E-Y-T-O-N. You can look it up. I looked it up to make sure this lady are doing nothing crazy. I went up on Pinterest and I show it. When you type in Peyton Valance, you're gonna see it. Only if anybody brave enough to attempt it over the weekend, boy.
I will.
It's easy. No, it's not easy.
It has some brave ones though.
It's not very, very easy. The first one make me sweat. The second one was, I didn't sweat as much, but it took me, I like to time myself. I think it took me about an hour or so to sew it, an hour or 2. No, I don't take so long to sew something. It took me about an hour. So it might take out the whole day.
Not at all.
Or a week or 2.
No, man. Yes, Kim.
Hi, good afternoon, Miss. I'm okay with this balance, the Peyton balance up until the folding part, but I think when I get the fabric, I might fare better.
The paper kind of not as flexible as the fabric would. Yeah. So yeah, when you get it now, we make fabric now make wear. Don't make it rule you. Okay? You manhandle your fabric. Where you make it stay put. Tell them stay put. Let me carry this around and it's brother. Oh, so you can see it a little better. You tell it stay put. You want it to come here. You got to do it with the iron too. Like this one, right?
Okay, Miss, thanks. And before the class end, I have I get another challenge with this mitered corner from a bed skirt. I'll have the bottom piece okay. I did a 3-inch facing of the same color. So I put in white on the base, on top of the base, and I did a 3-inch of the same color to face the skirt part, right? But the corners, I did a little sample first, and that's why I figured out I was getting some problem before doing the actual thing. So
patterns.
Uh-huh.
Cloth, right?
A strip of cloth, yes.
Right. So when it might turn corners, this is a little trick. Is a sewing hack.
Uh-huh.
Right? So you fold and you stick my maths person 90 degrees, 45. My maths person.
Hold over, please, Miss. Let me just see from where I start. I have no strip of it, no. The direction,
right?
yes, I have that, yes.
You reach down to wherever, right?
Uh-huh.
So this is the whatever.
Right.
You this is
Yes, I got that.
45 degrees. You stitch.
Stitch where? Oh, stitch that way. Okay,
stitch
so
here.
Yes.
So that's one. You getting it? A L. That's what you want?
Right. Let me see.
That's what you want?
Yes. I'll just turn them up there.
See?
Okay, perfect, yes.
Right? All right, so when you reach down to the corner,
yes.
You can mark it out before.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Make it 5 degree because if it was
right, correct.
And you're stitching here.
Nice.
With better left. And so let's fold this back here. You're getting this. Oh.
Right. So let me go back again. So I'm folding on the opposite side then for the left side or the right side.
Right. So now you could get it. Right, you see it?
Yes. Okay, miss. I will do that. Thank you very, very much. Okay.
You're welcome. I'm a little tired. My throat hurting me, my neck hurting me. That was a mouthful today, eh?
It was.
Yes.
There are no breakout room today.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
Where is your preferred place to purchase your fabrics?
I don't have a preferred place. I have preferred places. So I like Motor Life. I like Jimmy. I don't like Jimmy prices, but I love Jimmy. Euphies, Euphies, I go for Euphies. Let me tell you what I go for. Let me see how much time we have. We have 6 minutes, right? I go for Euphies for sheeting. I go for Motor Life for my patterns. My patterns on them. My nice patterns. Right. Jimmy. I go by Jimmy when I have a little extra money.
I like that one.
And funny enough, classy fabrics. When I go to town, like I forget classy fabrics. So I can't tell you what they have. Bridal and curtain need to drop their prices a little bit.
I agree.
But they just have fabric land. I go fabric land. What do I go fabric land for?
Fabric land have beautiful colored for silk. Beautiful colored for silk.
Yeah, and their one is 120, but it is how much I had? 20? No, $30 a yard.
$30 a yard. Yeah.
$30 a yard.
30.
Right. So so here what I just do, I just end up making one trip to Motor Life and then because
Miss Jimmy, Jimmy, a boot for silk is $50 a yard. I was in there today.
It's thicker.
Okay.
That's what in the other stores with. His own is thicker. You must touch it and check it out. It's thicker.
Yeah, I touched it today. It is thicker, but it's 50 a yard.
Right, but here what is do it, right? Even though Jimmy expensive, here what is do. It's like his for silk is $50 a yard, but it's 120, right? When I divide it, it doesn't feel so bad because it says $25 a yard. I'm like $25 a yard. Even though it's still more than Motor Life own. That's how I do that, I divide it. I don't look at the $50. I like Mood Alive. I don't know. He do something to me. He did something to me, and I just hooked. I don't know. I like Mood Alive.
It's like an understatement. You love Mood Alive.
Yeah, boy.
Which one of the modern lives do you go?
Say again?
Which one of the modern lives? The one in El Socorro?
Yes, El Socorro Valley. They have a wider variety because for the Spain branch is a little smaller. It's not a little smaller, plenty smaller. Charlene.
I miss if you're using blackout fabric, you know, the other side is usually white. Do you have to line it?
Again, the problem will be the hem, Charlene. Where you do the hem?
Okay,
So,
okay, I understand.
Let me tell you this. You don't want to line the middle, but here, you see here?
Yes.
If you do the whole thing, don't line the whole thing, right? But you see this fella here, don't say the lady in community development teach me that, eh? You see the end, the tails, line it. Or pipe it. Or pipe it. I understand what you mean. The blackout done thick already, so you don't want to line it, you know, Charlene. You don't want to. My concern is how the tail going to look.
Let's showing you the fabric here.
Yeah, Mood Alive, yeah, boy. Oh, good. Yeah. But gray will look nice with that.
Okay, yes, I'll line it.
That's the tails, if you want. That's the tails. But then to Charlene, line it. Here, why? You see the stitch hem here, you're going to see? That don't look professional. Unless, wait, unless, sew in half. You see fusible web? Or even fabric glue. You can fold up your hem. But I work it. You can fold your hem.
Miss, if I put in trimming.
Well,
yeah.
You can stick it and hide it here. You can stick it. You know, I never did one with a trim, funny enough. I was wondering how it will look. You're going to put trim on yours? I want to see how it looks. I've never done one with a trim.
Yeah, I could try it and see how it looks. I'll do a miniature version.
All right, yeah. Try. I've never done it with trim. I just like how it looks. Just yeah. All right. So people are hearing cricket in the background. So it's 5:59. This was a nice class. I really, really hope everybody understands and they're not staying quiet because they're afraid to ask me something, right? And no always want to flood my phone afterwards. Ask me now. Well, it's too late to ask me now. So ladies, have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. Happy shopping. I am going shopping this weekend. But you all be safe out there. Have a great weekend. Miss Ruiz, have a great weekend.
Same to you all. Have a blessed one.
Afternoon, Miss.
Have a great weekend, Miss.
Bye. Good evening, everyone.